Hello everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. So in previous couple of series, we have started with Python. We have completed the Python for basic series. We have completed Selenium with Python as well, in which we have covered various topics about Selenium and Python. And now we will start a series about Selenium with Python. So we will start Selenium with Python framework. So we will use framework in which we will use PyTest, page object model, and in today's session we will just see the introduction of framework. We will see why framework is required, what is framework, what are the advantages of framework, that we will see in today's session. So today's session it's just a introduction section. So today is a introduction session about framework. So we will first see what is test automation framework. So before starting with the framework, ideally you should have some basic knowledge about Python as well as Selenium with Python. So if you have not watched my previous series, then please watch about Python and Selenium with Python. After that, if you come to the framework, it would be easier for you. So now let's start what is framework. So what is test automation framework? Test automation framework in Selenium is essentially a set of guidelines, practices, and tools that provides a structured way to automate the testing process. Test automation framework is basically organized way of writing the automation code. So it is basically organized way of maintaining various automation project files. So whenever we create any test automation project for any web application or any other application, we create multiple files. We create different test script files. Also it will have various type of files like test cases files, page object class files, reports, logs, utility files, screenshots, etc. So if you imagine all these files, if you keep all these files in one single folder or in single location, so placing all these files in single folder is not recommended from maintenance point of view because it will create unnecessary confusion, and also from the maintenance perspective it is not recommended. In framework we keep this file in different folders and they communicate with each other as per the requirements as per certain task. So all the test files, logs files, utility files, page object class files, and whatever files which we use in our test automation project, we organize them as per the task they perform. So we organize them as per the requirement and task that those files performs. And each of these files communicate with each other internally. So all these folder files will communicate with each other as per the requirements, as per the certain task. So eventually it makes maintenance of automation project very easy. So if you want to summarize, the framework is a organized way of maintaining automation project file. And the next question comes, what are the advantages of using test automation framework? So why should we use test automation framework? So main advantage of using test automation framework is reusability. For example, components like libraries, functions, and utilities. So we have seen one of the example of Excel utility file in which we have written the code which can be reused across all the project. So same utility file, if you write it once, we can use them to avoid duplication of code. And also it will make our test cases files less complex. So reusability is one of the benefit of using test automation framework. So component like libraries, functions and utilities can be reused across different test cases. It will promote efficiency and reducing the duplication of code. It will promote efficiency and it will reduce the duplication of code. Enhance reporting. So when we create the framework, it provides some additional features as well. So frameworks often come with built-in reporting mechanisms that provides detailed insights into test execution result, making it easier to identify and address the issues. So using framework, we can use some built-in features of the framework like enhanced reporting, parallel execution. Another advantage of using framework is many frameworks support parallel test execution, enabling faster feedback on the application cells. Cross-browser testing. They facilitate testing across multiple browsers and environments, ensuring the application compatibility. Modularity. What are the advantages of a framework? One of the advantages is modularity. Frameworks promote the creation of modular and reusable code, making it easier to maintain and update automated test scripts. Scalability. So, by using framework, it allows for the efficient scaling of test suite, accommodate growing projects and changes in requirement. So we can scale our test automation project if we use the framework correctly. So they allow for the efficient scaling of the test suite to accommodate growing projects and changes in requirement. So tomorrow some new requirement comes or new feature request come. If you use the framework, then it becomes very easy to add new test cases in our current test suites. Also, framework facilitate easy maintenance by separating the test script from the test data and providing a clear structure, reducing the effort needed to adapt to application changes. So framework facilitate easy maintenance by separating the test script. So in framework, we keep the test script different or separate from the test data. So it makes the clear structure and it reduces the effort needed to adapt to application changes. What are the different types of framework? So far we have seen what is framework. So framework is the way of organizing various files in our test automation project into separate folders as per the requirement. And what are the different type of frameworks? So in Selenium with Python, there are two type of frameworks are available: inbuilt frameworks and custom frameworks. What are the built-in frameworks? PyTest, unit test, robot framework are built-in frameworks. They provide some built-in features needed in our test automation project. So built-in frameworks comes with some built-in features that we can use in our test automation project. For example, if you use the Selenium WebDriver, we can use Selenium WebDriver to identify the elements and perform certain action on those elements. But if you use the built-in framework, we can use some of the features which are on top of them. For example, we can do test suite creation. So some built-in framework provide test suite creation, parallel testing, skipping the test cases, deciding the priority of the test cases, which test cases should be performed, which test cases should be avoided. That also we can control via built-in framework. Also report generation, that is also available in built-in frameworks. Custom frameworks. So what is a custom framework? So on top of this built-in framework, so Selenium with Python provides some of the different type of framework. For example, PyTest, unit test, robot framework. These are built-in frameworks, and we can combine or we can write some customization on top of these built-in frameworks. Those are custom frameworks. So we can combine custom requirements or custom features on top of our built-in frameworks. Those are known as custom framework or user-defined frameworks. For example, data-driven framework, keyword-driven framework, hybrid framework. So the framework which we will use is basically hybrid framework, which is going to be combination of some of the built-in frameworks, and on top of those we will write some of our custom features as well. So we will see in coming sessions about hybrid framework. We have also seen data driven test cases, right? So if we have application which has lots of test data, in that situation we can use data driven frameworks, also keyword driven frameworks as well, which basically uses some keyword which performs various type of actions. But keyword driven frameworks are comparatively less popular. Most of the times hybrid framework provide lots of customization. So most of the projects are preferred by using hybrid framework test automation. So that's about the framework. And next step is, what are different phases to create the framework? So before creating the framework, we have to decide strategy of test framework. And most important part is, as an automation tester, first we should know end-to-end functionality of the project or application. So if you know the end-to-end functionality of the application or the project, then it becomes easier to automate those test cases. Because if you don't know end-to-end functionality, then it becomes very difficult, right? If you are writing the test automation script, ideally you should know about the application performs. What are the features are present in that application. So there are different phases to create the test framework. First phase is analysis of application. So we should analyze our application, what technology is used in our application, skill set of the team that will be contributing to test cases creation, selection of test cases to be automated, right? So if you have the team of tester, we should know skill set of the team that will be contributing to test cases creation. What is the technology of application which we are using, and also end-to-end analysis of application. And most important, selection of test cases that needs to be automated. We should know what type of test cases we should automate. Ideally, we should select the test cases which are basically regression test cases, or the test cases we have to retest every time. That can be a data driven cases as well, which in which we have to provide multiple type of test data. So such cases, instead of doing manually, we can automate such data driven test cases. And also the regression test cases. For example, before every production release, we have to do some regression test cases, right? We have to perform regression test execution. Those regression test cases are repetitive in nature. So we can automate such regression test cases, which need to test repeatedly for every release. Next is design, actual implementation of framework. So once you analyze the application, once you decide the technology, once you decide the approach to the creating test framework, next is design. Design means designing the overall strategy, and after that actual implementation of framework, and after that training other contributors. So whoever is going to write the test automation scripts, we should train those people. After implementation of our framework, we should train those people to contribute more to our framework, because application will keep increasing, right? So application features will keep coming. So there has to be addition of test cases in regression suite. So we have to train the other contributors as well, so that they can write the test cases in our existing framework. Test cases execution. So once you create the test framework, once you add all the test cases, then next step is execution of that test cases. So after the phase of, that is the phase of test cases execution of those automation test cases. And after test cases execution, we have to create report as well. How many test cases are failed, how many test cases are passed, that also needs to be created. That is basically a test execution report. Maintenance of project code. So next phase is maintenance of project code in version control system. So once you create the framework, once you write the code, it is very important to maintain the project code. So we have to use some version control system like GitHub or SVN, in which we can basically control the version of our code. Enhancing the test script. So test cases will change. In our project, some of the locators might change or some application flow might change. So we have to keep changing those flows, or we have to keep maintaining the test script, or we have to sometimes enhance our test scripts. Add features for maintainability, readability, integration with test data that needs to be done time to time. And the last phase is continuous integration and deployment, that is CI/CD. So we have to integrate with CI/CD tools to automate the test execution. So we will see all these phases in our framework. So continuous integration is also very important, that is CI and CD. So we have to integrate our test automation framework with CI/CD tools to automate the test execution. So these are the various phases to create the framework. These are the various phases to create the framework. So we have seen what are the different phases to create framework. What are the different types of framework, which we have also seen there are built-in framework and custom frameworks. Built-in frameworks like PyTest, unit test, robot framework. So they are kind of having some built-in features. So they provide some built-in features needed in our test automation project. And on top of built-in framework, we can write some custom frameworks as well. So on top of built-in frameworks, we can combine custom or user-defined framework as well. We have also seen what are the advantages of test automation framework. And we have also seen what exactly is framework. So this is all about the introduction part of framework. In the coming session, we will start with our framework creation. Thanks for watching this video.